Well, I started off actually in private school when I was in kindergarten and first grade, and I remember it really well. But it turned out just private school was really expensive for my parents, especially because we have a lot of kids in our family, and it was a lot of money every year just going towards school. And my parents were kind of wary about like public school. They wanted to, they wanted to be good parents and protect their kids, and they felt like at that time in their life anyway, they felt that they wanted to shelter us more, I guess, when we were younger. So we started homeschooling, and we had like sex and math. That was a nightmare. It's like the worst math ever. Ask any homeschooler, they would tell you it stinks. We did like computer programs for a while, like where you did all your like everything on the computer and it graded it for you, and I think it's called Switch Start Schoolhouse. And I did it from, I guess, second grade until 7th grade. My first day of school was actually September 11th, like the September 11th. It was a really weird day. And when I went to the school, I think I only knew one person when I went there, and she went to my church. And before that, I guess most of my friends went to my church, and I don't know, like they were all homeschooled too. We just had like a community of people that believed that homeschooling was better, and with like so many kids, my parents just couldn't handle dealing with that many kids, and so I started going to public school, and it was like terrifying. I think I dealt with it really well by getting involved in a lot of like projects and like school like activities and stuff. Like I started doing choir like right away, like even in 7th grade I did it. And like my teacher was great. We went to like competitions and stuff. Like she just wanted us to get us like involved, and like we went on field trips, and I made a really good friend. Like my first day of school, we ended up realizing that we had all of our classes together, and I thought she was really weird the first day I met her. I didn't like her. I was like, this girl is really hyper, and but she's still my best friend now, even though she moved away. And it was really hard in not just in middle school, but I mean just getting used to being in public schools, like kind of like a culture shock. It was like moving somewhere different, or like, I didn't move, but it was like I did, because I was around a whole different group of people, and they all knew more than I did. They're all more experienced than I was, and half the time they were talking, I had no idea what they were saying, because they had like their own like lingo and I don't know, like slang and stuff, and I just didn't get it. It really intimidated me at first, but I guess the best advice for anybody, especially switching, would be to get involved and don't be afraid to make friends. And everyone always tells you, be careful who you choose your friends, but like it is really important to be careful who you choose your friends, because they're the ones that are going to influence you to do whatever you end up, you know what I mean? Your peers influence you way more than you'll ever admit, and you can get involved in really bad stuff if you choose to hang out with people that do that also. Nobody's above being influenced and peer pressured.